The middle-aged man glared at Aushue and scolded. Afterward, he walked towards Charlie with a humble expression on his face, took a deep breath, and said respectfully, "Mr. Wade, you have met my ineffective daughter and nephew. I apologize to you. When I return, I will let them think about it." Aushue and Stephen froze there, watching this scene in disbelief. The father is a high-end figure in Orus City. How could he be so polite to this kid? Charlie recognized the middle-aged man. Before, when he went to appraise with Warnya, he met him. His name is Chin Gang. So Charlie nodded and said, "Mr. Stephen and this lady really should be more disciplined." Chin Gang nodded repeatedly, glared at the two, and said, "Come here and apologize to Mr. Wade." "I won't apologize to the B at Starred who kicked my A*." Aushue curled her lips with an angry expression on her face. Chin Gang scolded angrily, "Apologies. Immediately. Now." Aushue was instantly discouraged, biting her teeth in injustice, and whispered, "I'm sorry." Stephen was full of irritation and said, "Uncle, this kid humiliated me at will, and beat my sister. If you don't clean him, let me apologize? If you can't clean up, I will find someone. I'll kill him." Snapped. Chin Gang slapped his face heavily, and said angrily, "B** Starred. Kneel down to Mr. Wade." Stephen was slapped with gold stars in his eyes, and blood dripped from the corners of his mouth. He covered his face in horror. He was completely stunned. He didn't know how things would turn out to be and let him kneel in public. This simply caused the Chin family's face to be lost. How can they talk about prestige in Orus Hill City from now on? Chin Gang gritted his teeth and shouted, "You be at Starred, do you know that if Mr. Wade finds out about your jade, not only will you be killed, but the entire Chin family will be killed?" After that, he scolded angrily, "I thought why the Chin family has been in bad luck recently, and various things have happened one after another. It turns out that you, the B at Starred, have caused the evil to descend upon us. If your grandfather knows about it, he'll feed your legs to dogs." Seeing that his uncle was so serious, Stephen was frightened, his legs softened, and knelt on the ground. Chin Gang sternly shouted, "You still didn't apologize to Mr. Wade." "Yes, I'm sorry." Stephen was already scared, and apologized to Charlie trembling, his eyes full of horror. Chin Gang said respectfully to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, I don't know how to deal with it, are you satisfied?" Charlie said indifferently, "Forget it since he knelt down, then I won't care about him." Chin Gang felt relieved, and hurriedly asked, "Mr. Wade, I have something else to ask you. After the jade is lost, can my Chin family's fortune be restored to normal?" Charlie sneered and said, "You think it's pretty beautiful. This jade is so powerful that it's not just on Stephen alone. In my opinion, within a year, your Chin family will probably be ruined." Chin Gang was frightened by Charlie's words. "What do you mean? This price is too painful, right?" Chin Gang's face turned pale suddenly, and it took a long time to sigh. "I have never done anything wrong in my life, and I have done good deeds every day. How can I end up like this?" Charlie smiled and said, "So it seems that you wanted to buy that piece of topaz last time because of this?" Chin Gang nodded. In the past year, he tried all the methods, but none of them worked until he met Charlie. Last time, he thought Charlie just knew how to appraise treasures, and didn't pay much attention. But today, Charlie actually broke his evil spirit with a word, which made him understand that Charlie is not an ordinary person at all, and the hope of saving the Chin family may lie in Charlie. Immediately, he hurriedly clasped his fists at Charlie and begged, "Mr. Wade, please help me." After speaking, he hurriedly whispered a few words to the assistant beside him, who immediately turned and left. Charlie smiled faintly and said, "Mr. Chin, you should solve your family's affairs by yourself." He didn't have much friendship with the Chin family and had a relationship with Chin Gang before. What's more, Stephen in front of him also offended himself. The horrified Aushue next to her was quite pretty. The little girl had a very good figure, with her front convex and backward, and her pungent personality, quite a little chilly. But what does it have to do with yourself if you are beautiful or not? One is not his wife, and the other is not sleeping with himself. Therefore, Charlie had no reason to help the Chin family. However, Chin Gang was not willing to give up this excellent opportunity to save the family. He immediately bowed and said, "I beg Mr. to show the way." Chin Gang looked at Charlie almost piously, bowed 90 degrees, and assumed an extremely humble posture. But Charlie remained unmoved. Seeing that Charlie was indifferent, Chin Gang's heart slammed and knelt on the ground. At this moment, Ao Shui next to him saw this and knelt down without any hesitation. She knelt in front of Charlie and pleaded bitterly, "Mr. Wade, I was abrupt and angered you just now. Please don't take it to your heart. The fate of my Chin family is in your hands. Please also help." After that, she turned her head to look at Stephen, who was stunned. She slapped her face and slapped, "Stephen. You caused this. You brought that weird dirty thing home, and so is the family. You are dragged down, and even Mr. Wade is offended by you, so please kowtow to Mr. Wade. Please, Mr. Wade."